Growing up, I loved the Addams Family. I couldn't get enough of the original series, the movies, the cartoons, you name it. And now, we're getting a brand new animated movie, which I am definitely going to opening day. But back in the 90s when the movie was released, a video game came out along with it. Yeah, this was during the time period when almost every movie release got a video game. I miss those times. Yeah, how come we don't get those anymore? I would have loved to have had a Captain Marvel or Infinity War game. But yes, I know they underperform and are usually not well received, but Addams Family for Super Nintendo is actually a fun game in my opinion. I mean, it's not going to win any Best Game of the Year awards, but it's still enjoyable, and I found myself renting it several times. You play as Gomez, the ladies' man, and your objective is to search the house and the surrounding property to find the other members of your family. And along the way, there are several secrets to find. My favorite and probably one of the best secret areas in video games is going through an invisible door in the Hall of Stairs that leads to a series of hidden rooms, filled with power-ups and extra lives. So given the fact that you have to explore the house implies that you're going through a lot of different environments, and this game does a pretty good job giving you a variety of different levels. I remember when I was a kid, that face in the background of the crypt freaked me out. So with every level's completion, you rescue a member of the family, and then they go hang out in the middle room with Lurch and Thing. Just having a good time, chilling with the music. I will hand it to the designers that every room in the house is given a different name, and with over 100 different rooms in the game, you have to give them props for coming up with so many, even though some do get a little questionable. I mean, I get it. The oven level is probably the hardest and the longest part of the game, and you would get names like barbecued and stir-fried, so I guess it's fine. I mean, what else could you do in that situation? If you were asked to come up with 10 names describing an oven? Heck, I probably couldn't even do half that. So after you find all the members of the family, minus Morticia, the final group of levels are unlocked, which leads to the final boss against the nasty judge. I'm not really sure what this is about, or why a judge is the final boss. Maybe it's because their next-door neighbor in the movie was a judge? I guess? But speaking of that fact, even though this is a movie tie-in game, it actually has very little references to it. You could probably count them all on one hand, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. When you look at the plot of the movie about someone trying to steal the family's money, there's not much you can do with that. So having a story where Gomez has to roam through the house and find the rest of the family isn't a bad idea for a video game, in my opinion. And also, I love the caricatures of the staff at the end of the game. That's just a cool little touch. So just in time for the new movie's release, go play Addams Family for Super Nintendo. If you're a fan of 16-bit platformers, you'll love this one.